for 2017 some trends that have come up on the runway shows and just thinking across social media in general. And I wanted to show you some fun different things to try this fall season so you don't do the same makeup routine, because I don't know about you, but me, I always do my same technique. You guys know me, I do my dark outer V, I put my shimmer on the lid, do a little bronzing highlighter. So I try to break it up and do something different. So that's why I wanted to try these for you guys to experiment with and just do something fun and different that's very trendy for fall season. So the first trend is going to be glitter freckles. Now, we saw this on the Dior show earlier this year, but the ones that they see here, they've used actual stars. Now, obviously, that is not wearable for daytime. I mean, you guys could, if you want to glue some star freckles on your face, you can. But to do a more wearable look for that, I wanted to do just glitter freckles, and I did it in one of my previous tutorials, the Bohemian Glam. I'll link to that below so you guys could check that out. But all you basically need is some sort of shimmery rose gold pigment. I'm going to use the Makeup Geek Solar Flare Sparkler. It's kind of a rose gold glitter. And all you're going to do is take the lid and take a small pointed brush. I'm using the bent liner brush. You're going to scrape a little bit into the jar. And then all you have to do is take some sort of eye drops, setting spray. I'm going to use the Tatcha Illuminating Mist. And you're gonna spray it in there and mix it up until it becomes a thick liquid. So you don't want it too liquidy, but you want it to be liquidy enough to where you could dab it on as paint and do freckles. So what you're going to do is start at the center of your face, like this. And you wanna do different sizes. So you wanna do some little ones, some bigger ones, just by pressing harder. Can you guys see that? And you want most of the freckles to be on the inner part of your face and then fade as they go out. So let me show you on this side. Just dab them on, it's super easy. Just like that. So you can wear your normal makeup look and then you just do the little glitter freckles and it gives you kind of that fun, different look. But with the sparkle on there, when you hit the light, do you see how it gives you kind of a shine? Very cool, right? Super easy. So all you honestly need is a glittery rose gold, or if you have deeper skin, do like a coppery color. Take a mixing medium or eye drops, a little pointed brush, and seriously just dab them on. So easy. Now, trend number 2 is going to be called the one color bright smoky eye. This is where you literally take one bright shadow and one brush and you do, I've done a video on this before, the 1 minute smoky eye. It's super easy. We saw this on the Vivienne Westwood show where they used bright blues, bright teals. You can use any color that you want. I have several brights here that I will tease that will come later. We're trying to get them out for this fall, but they're not quite ready yet because I'm super picky on every single color. So wait for that in winter. So we're looking at December or January for those. But I'm going to sneak peek one of the shadows here. It's my favorite one. It's like a plummy color. These are Power Pigments where they're really bright. So what you're going to do is just take a dome brush and all you're going to do is buff this color on. And this one, if you want it to be super bright, you could do, I'll show you in a second, because I know a lot of you guys don't want to wait for product to come out. Makeup Forever and Sugar Pill both use really good brights. And all I'm doing is buffing this all over the lid and slightly into the crease. Again, you can do colors like that. You can do a bright green. You can do like a periwinkle teal. These are all coming. Yes, I know. It just depends on how bright you want to do it. Okay, now if you want to smoke out under the lower lash line like you see in the model's picture here, you can take any sort of brush. I'm going to use the foiled shadow brush and the same shadow, and we're going to smoke it out under here as well. And from the runway show, they come down. Let me show you guys. You see how it's like really, really far? To make it more wearable, still smoke it out, but don't come out so far so that way it doesn't look too crazy. But do you see how we're doing that? Just blend the outer edges there. And it's so easy, you guys. And all you literally need is one shadow. All right, now look number 3. I left my bright eyeshadow on. This is optional if you want to put shadow on or not. If you want to make this step more wearable, you would actually do it without any eye makeup on. Just leave your lashes on, mascara, maybe a little bit of tight lining the waterline with some black. But the picture that we have here, this is from the Osmond show. And what they did is they put like a severe gloss on the lid. So we're calling this the glossy lid. All you need is a really tacky lip gloss. Do not use Vaseline, because if you use something that slips all over the place, it's going to crease really quickly, and especially if you have shadow underneath like I do, it's going to crease within 30 minutes or so. Up to 2 hours it may last, but the tackier the gloss you can use, the better. So it doesn't matter. You can get any sort of inexpensive gloss at all. Just make sure it's tacky. So that's usually the cheaper the better. So go to the dollar store, get you some clear gloss. And this is so easy, you guys. All you're going to do is pat this on the lid right in the center. And let me show you how it changes it. Do you see how it gives it a smoky, this is almost like a rocker look when you have shadow underneath. When you use no shadow, it's gonna give you a very like glossy runway, fresh out of the water type look. Do you see how that totally changes the eye makeup right there? It automatically went from very bright and smoky to now it's like sexy rocker. So it's super easy, you guys. Honestly, if you want to make it more wearable, don't do shadows underneath. Make sure the gloss is tacky or else it'll crease all over the place. And I will say for sure, even with the tacky gloss, this will last maybe a few hours before it'll start to goop up a little bit. It feels a little bit uncomfortable in the eye, so I'm going to say out of all these techniques, this is the least wearable, but it's something fun you might want to wear just at a night out, just for a couple hours if you're going out with drinks for friends or going to the club or whatever. That would be a fun time to wear it. So that is the glossy look. Now the final fall trend is going to be the reverse cat eye. I know that sounds confusing. I'll show you how to do it in a second. We see this on the Valentino runway. So all you're going to do is take a couple pieces of tape. I've done this technique over the years, many years. You're going to take 2 pieces of Scotch tape, put them on the back of your hand, and then peel them off so they're not too sticky. You're going to use this as a guide around the eyes. Let me show you on this side first. So you don't want to line it up exactly with your lower lash line. You want to come down about 1/4 of an inch. Let me show you where the placement is. So just like that, because you want a sharp line, but you want it to be on the bottom because we're going to cat eye the bottom part of the eye. I'm too sexy for this tape, too sexy for this tape. Okay, now what you're going to do is take 2 shadows. Because I'm wearing all plum, I'm going to use the color Bitten, and you want something in the same tone. So this is like a deep plummy pink color, but a few shades lighter. So this is Tuscan Sun and Bitten. If you want to do neutrals, you could do Americano mixed with Sidekick. So you see how one's dark, one's much lighter. One's for darkening, one's for blending out. If you want to do purples, you could do Taboo and then Motown. So there's some options for you, but I'm going to go in with Bitten. I'm going to use one of the new brushes that come in a brush set that is also coming very soon. That flew out, some brushes. That brush was so excited it popped out on its own. So I'm going to take this flathead brush like this. I know several brands have this brush, so just find something that's very flat-headed. What you're going to do is run this along the tape about right there. And we're going to smoke this out underneath the lower lash line. And come all the way in. Then what you're going to do is pick up some more, and you're going to run it along the upper lash line because we still want to get a cat eye shape, but I'll show you in a second how we're going to smoke out the bottom part. Let me show you on this side. So run it alongside the tape right here. Stop about where the crease hits, and then you're going to smoke this all under the lower lash line. Take some more, put it here along the upper lash line, Stop about 1/4 of the way in. So you want most of the color to be on this outer part of the eye. So the reason why this is considered a reverse cat eye is because you still have that cat eye shape, but instead of darkening a lot of the upper part out here, we're darkening the bottom part down here. We're coming under the lower lash line. What you can also do is take an angled, what's stuck on there, a little piece of hair? You can take an angled brow brush like this, or an eyeliner brush, just something small, and you could come in all the way into the inner corner, and you could do a point down here just to kind of get more color. Okay, now what you guys are gonna do is peel off the tape, and do you see how you have a sharp line underneath? That's where the reverse cat eye comes in. So you have most of the smoke is gonna come under here. Now what you can do is you can take that same brush, or you can go in with a smudger brush like this one, and go in with that lighter color. I'm gonna go in with Tuscan Sun, and just smoke it out underneath a little bit more. And that's why we're doing the reverse. Let me smooth this out a little bit. Smoke out under here. Just like that. So I hope that helps give you guys some great ideas for fall trends and how to make them a little bit more daytime appropriate from the runway. Because I know when you see the runway looks, you're like, whoa, that looks so cool, but who's gonna wear that to work? So hopefully this gives you ideas of things to do. And obviously you don't have to use all Makeup Geek products. I like to just showcase them. You guys can use whatever colors. That's why I hold them up and say, choose a color like this one. So anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching. And I'm so excited. It's fall season almost, because you know I love fall pumpkin spice lattes. Here I come. Take care, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.